Keith McBreathe.
Well, there we go. I mean, we know Enix, we know Luke has some interesting decisions with ADCs, but it's backed up by pros this time, nearly, sort of. So he's obviously in the right for this one.
Sure, yes. Both top laners also starting Corrupting Potion?
Yeah, definitely. Gangplank and Lulu will eat up mana fast. And interesting, we are seeing another invade in the top lane. It worked out last game. Will it work out this game as well?
Surely.
Are they going to be seen?
Oh.
Dave.
Wait.
Dave, he does see in time, and they are going to back out, and they are not going all the way through the jungle. I think that's what them being Invictus might be expecting.
Yeah, and I also see that Tristana was sitting here to make sure that they aren't going to come from here and collapse on them. Not like
I think that's quite smart.
Yep.
So we are seeing the beautiful Frozen Prince skin on Mundo. What a hairstyle.
That actually does look really cool.
I'm very intrigued as to how that rework is going to be, considering Riot have, of course, turned him into a himbo.
Wait, they're reworking him?
They're reworking Mundo, yeah.
When? This year?
Yeah, it's the next rework to come out. I think it'll be the next thing to come out. So, look forward to that one, guys.
Were they reworking the Udyr champion?
I think they are as well. I think it's Mundo then Udyr. I think. So I have no clue how Lulu Gangplank works as a laner.
Yeah,
I've got to say, do not expect me to try and work anything on that out.
I think she can hold her own early, just because she's got the range and she's got that like little shit next to her that powers her autos.
Yeah. Good old picks.
But yeah, later into once you've got some items on that GP, he's gonna be just murdering that Lulu.
So we may see a very volatile bot lane. Senanaut versus Misfortune Leona. Look at MDib's damage on Dave. Look how annoying he is. Using the Corrupting Potions to the fullest extent. Just Pix being the most annoying little thing since Na'Vi in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Hey, look, listen, shut up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest. I have no idea what that. I know the game. I've never played it.
Oh, Ocarina of Time, one of the best games I've ever played. Just the traveling companion that you have, like to kind of explain what's going on. It is the most annoying thing ever, and is basically a fairy like Pix. So I wish I could mute it whenever I play it. But back to League of Legends. Sorry for that aside.
I mean, it's just dead even right now. It's dead even, nothing is happening. Both junglers seem to be content with doing a full clear. The one thing that might be coming is Karthus is going to look at that top side and see the Lulu being very overextended. So he might look for it here. I think he is.
Yes, he is going to be seen very early, though, I think.
And there's a Mundo here as well.
Oh, Luke Caruana is going for the scuttle as well. Gulungulate is getting pushed way out, though. He has to be so careful. A single auto may nearly take him up. Ozanox, though, is going to deal a lot of damage because that isolated Q damage is really strong. MDib is now low as well with very little mana. And the barrel, Luke Caruana, really, really low. Is he going to go down? Nice. First blood goes onto the Karthus, and this is exactly what they didn't want. He may even pick up a double here because the wall of death, or whatever it's called, goes down, and Lulu has to flash. What looks to be a really positive position for the Ruined Kings shows that actually you got to be really careful because Karthus, the Qs were raining down, and that is a Karthus with a kill within 4 minutes, and that is scary. He is going to look to use that as much as possible.
Yeah, he got 2 Dark Harvest stacks and the kill for first blood as well. It's
and he's looking for the hands. This is what I mean. Davis is going to W in. The bomb comes down. A good stun with the Victor, whatever it's. What is it? I don't know what the Victor thing is. It's a thing on the ground that slows people.
See, you're starting to come to my level where I don't even bother trying to learn it. It's just like, whatever, that like round thing that grounds you if you stay too long in it. Yeah, that thing. We all know what it is.
Yeah. And so this is a normal center ADC rather than a fasting lane, which I'm happy with. I don't think fasting center is as good as it was.
They nerfed it a lot, right?
Yeah, and I think they kind of had to. Hans does have to be careful here. He does not have much mana. And Dabis may look to go in. Ozonox is spotted on that pink ward. Wow. So, what do you think is going to happen now? Lulu is actually kind of winning on farm here if she gets most of these minions, which you kind of don't really think of Lulu being able to CS that well, but I guess ranged into a melee lane just means you're able to poke out the opposition and force them away from that CS, as we're seeing, although Emdo is very low.
I wonder why he didn't go any Doran's item once he was recalling. He went that like tomb book thing instead of a lot of Doran, because doesn't that execute?
A very early dragon. Yeah. Like completely missed it, but that's a very early cloud dragon, and just the healing that Mundo gets, I guess, able to outlive the dragon damage. Sorry, you were saying?
No, nothing. I was just saying. Hang on. I forgot.
Doran's ring, I think.
Yeah. I wonder why the Lulu, when she backed, went with that book instead of a Doran's, because then that would help a lot in the executing of minions. But other than that,
and a sustain as well, actually.
Yeah.
Good, very good point. So we're seeing the Mundo able to out jungle Karthus. That's kind of what you expect, though.
Yeah. Karthus doesn't care, right? He's decently even. He's got the first blood. He's level 5, closer and closer to that level 6, where he's going to be able to influence the entire map. And yeah, once that hits, then you can legitimately just GP, Q, ult, and then Karthus ult, and you've got that Lulu dead already. So you already see the opportunities there.
This is interesting, though. In the mid lane, that is a 20 CS lead right now. And so even though Invictus picked up the first blood, they are actually trailing by 300 gold just in CS difference.
Yeah.
Also, it's about a 10 CS difference as well. Bot lane. I wonder. Yeah, they might be. There is a ward there though, so Vince will now see the Karthus. He's going to play very offensively. He's really going for Dabis, and I think that's a mistake. He is going to get probably stunned up by the Leona here as well. The Gangplank ult is coming down, and it's going to be enough. Hans is down to Ozonox. That is a 2-0 Karthus. And that's really, that's exactly what you don't want to do.
Yes.
It's just simply all that you don't want to do against a Karthus.
Karthus is now level 6 as well, so...
Yeah, suddenly it's aerial support coming in for every single lane.
Yep. But I do agree with your point. I want to stress it again, because I think it's a very good thing that you brought up. Dabis is struggling versus Vince in that mid lane right now. He is falling behind in CS, and also anytime the camera pans to them or when there's a fight and I move it manually to it, you always see Dabis being lower HP or chunked out significantly by Hans.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Hans is a very, very competent laner and really showing just how effective he can be.
Mundo.
The Gangplank barrel nearly coming out. Galungulate, it might be in trouble here. Mundo does have ultimate as well. So does Lulu. Galungulate W's, but it's not going to be enough. The orange is not enough to save him. Vitamin C, but your vitamin dead. So I tried it. Look, I'm trying to inject some
No, fair. Yeah.
You gotta try it. That one didn't work. But
I think it worked perfectly.
We'll see what Twitch chat says in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's even with the kill though. The Gangplank has got 2 assists from the ultimate onto Victor, so it's not too bad. Luke Caruana is looking for again another early objective. That's what you want to do with Mundo. Like really show just how oppressive you can be in the clear. The polymorph has already come out. Is he going to be able to use the barrels effectively? Luke Caruana, I think, did get... I'm not sure who actually picked up the Rift Herald, but Ozonox does not care. He's walking through, and that is another kill for Ozonox. Galungulate is just about going to survive. The corrupting potions coming in handy. But Victor, the Q over the wall, the laser, just enough. And now that is dangerous. Feb is caught in the MF ult. Not going to be enough. Eris flashing forward. for Captain Fast. He's going to get rooted down. And the center ult really came in actually in handy for the top lane fight as well.
Yeah.
That is Eris going down. Who got the kill there? Senna picked it up as well. MDib just really being a nuisance against Dave. Doesn't have much mana though, so might have to be very careful. Dave is going to use his ultimate offensively there. He's not going to pick up the kill, but MDib will have to be very careful. He's running low on mana.
Yeah, also that lane CS lead that we were pointing out in mid lane has now increased from 20 to almost 30 CS essentially. And yeah, I like that they got that Herald, but oh, hang on.
I was just going to say, we're also seeing 20 Oh, sorry, Dave is in trouble again. Luke Caruana, yeah.
Yeah, he just accepted it.
Dave knows. He's emoting. He knows that, I made a mistake here. And that's 2 kills on Mundo. So both junglers are really, really putting the work in.
Yep.
However, this is really good by being because they see that Mundo is top lane. There's no other objective. Top lane. They're going straight for Dragon.
Yep.
They get the Infernal Dragon. No contest. Smart decision there. I think that's probably worth it, really. A kill for Mundo, but you lose out on the Infernal Dragon. I'd say that's a smart move by the Invictus.
Mm-hmm. Also, the one thing that I think we didn't point out that much was the Vince snipe on the Karthus there around that Drake pit there. That was very, very good as well to make sure that they get something there.
I find it so hard to aim the Victor Q. It's a weird ability to use, but when done right, it is so powerful. And he's very much in control of that. MDib in a little bit of trouble, but he is Lulu. He's able to get away. And now Dave's the one in trouble. He's going to get run down. A TP coming in as well. That will be... Dave is just about... He goes down. I thought he was going to be out, but Oznox has no mana as well, so wasn't able to use any abilities to do any damage. And that might actually be a lot of damage coming onto this tower.
That's going to be turret.
That's first turret at 12 minutes. Because they get to the second plate. As soon as they get to second plate, that's down. There we go. And they'll probably be able to shove it just enough for another turret. Maybe not the full turret, but that will be a Rift Herald going for another charge.
Yep.
And we are seeing the bot lane as well. That is another huge CS lead, 102 to 72 right now. And both mid and Tristana is there as well. The Gangplank ult as well. Leona ult does miss. Senna had to flash, I think. Eris
Leona kind of missed everything.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the Senna flash was enough to get Feb out of any trouble there. And this is actually quite scary. Eris is caught out by Captain Fast. The MFO is going to do a lot of damage, but I don't think it's going to be... It is going to be enough with the Karthus ult. Karthus ult coming in clutch. Gets the kill. Captain Fast is really low as well. Has to be careful. Enix under turret. Just going to be able to escape from Luke Caruana. He's flexing that. I think that's only level 4 mastery, but he's flexing it hard because he knows he's doing work right now. Oznox, though, is coming in. So is MDib, though. I don't think Oznox has now just seen him. Luke Caruana is really low. He's got to be so careful that Lulu ult is coming in, the wild growth. Luke Caruana staying Enix. Oznox is going down as well. And he doesn't have ult, so he can't do anything else. Captain Fast walks out.
They keep underestimating the Mundo healing.
And Hans is going to run Dabis down. Look at the damage coming out. And he doesn't care that he was under turret. Look at that.
That reminds me of that one, I think it was versus Jensen, the Faker game, where he was like a couple minutes into the game zoning Jensen out of his tier 1 turret. That's legitimately what we're watching here. Dabis was pushed away from his own turret. This is rough. It's full 5 plates and first turret top, full 5 plates bot, and 4 plates mid.
Yikes. The amount, look at that. 8 kills to 4, but 27k.
Like, look at that gold lead. It's 2,500 in mid lane. It's oh my god.
That is almost a full item ahead mid lane right now. Because look at the CS difference. And that is awful in terms of CS difference. Luckily Dave has been able to do a decent amount of farming top lane compared to MDib. But the thing is that it's a Lulu. Like, she's gone Moonstone Renewer. All of her items are pretty low cost from now on. She doesn't really care that much. And the damage from Feb really starting to kick in already. He's got the Kraken Slayer. Yeah. And so that's a huge amount of damage.
And
like every third auto.
Yeah, and the reason why it's so important as well is that the CS lead mid keeps growing. So that means the advantage keeps increasing. It's not that it's stationary at 20 CS, for example. Because if that's the case, then the longer the game goes, the more irrelevant that lead actually becomes. But if you keep increasing it and keeping up with the pace, then your advantage keeps increasing. Like that,
Yeah.
you're looking at a Victor, it's 1-1-1. And you're looking at a Tristana who's 0-0-0. You're thinking, like, yeah, maybe he's a bit ahead. He is almost doubling the gold.
Yeah,
Not quite.
I mean, that is. Is Rift Herald spawning? I think very soon. It has just spawned. They do. The Invictus do know, and there will almost certainly be a fight. Feb is slightly out of the fight, but it doesn't matter because MDib and Hans just absolutely destroying the health bars of the Invictus. They are all half health. They know they cannot fight, and that is, I think,
But
is
they do
really
go
good.
for
They're
the
going
break.
to. I think this is very sensible. They are going to get caught on the wards, but they have 3 members. The Tristana's coming down as well. I think this will be a really good decision if they can clear that as soon as possible. They're going to just go for the dragon. They have a lot of damage, to be fair, and there is no smite right now for on the side from the Mundo. Sorry, red team does slay it, but the TPs are coming in. The MF ult isn't really hitting anyone here though, which is unfortunate. MDib is just too far back, so the Leona goes down. So does Ozonox, the Karthus. Nort does go down, but this is a huge fight, and Dabis is going to go down as well. Is that an ace? That is an ace.
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
They get the dragon, but that's definitely not worth. And we're now seeing just so much. And Luke Caruana, he did already have the Rift Herald from that previous, from that. So now that might be inhib turret, I think.
They can threaten.
Sure.
They can threaten this inhib here.
Yeah, an inhib turret will definitely go down.
Yeah.
I think the sensible option would just be to try and get the charge, just to get the charge from Rift, if possible. But they just managed to. Invictus just managed.
But I also like this, right? Like, you look at the gold they have. They have 2,500 on Lulu, 1.7 thousand, 1.6 thousand, 2,000. They do the sensible thing. They won a huge team fight. They're sitting on a shit ton of gold, and they're not pushing their advantage. They're resetting, and then because you can have as much gold in your inventory as you want. If you don't have the items, then it's not an actual gold lead. You're just pretending to have that gold lead, but you don't have it in items, so you don't really have it. So they back off. They know that, well, we broke the base. The inhib is exposed. Let's reset. Let's all just finish our items, buy the next partial item that we can, and then you can really push this.
And what's really scary, though, is this is a Mundo with essentially 2 supports right now. Like, the Mundo has the wild growth from Lulu, her ultimate, and so that slows people around the Mundo if it's used on him. That is such a really strong combo when you have a fed Mundo. Obviously, it can also be used defensively to keep the Victor or the Zenna alive, but in my opinion, use that on the Mundo. He goes where he pleases, and there is going to be no stopping that Mundo.
Yeah.
And you just let the Victor do Victor things. He is now, I think, probably doing about 400 damage, like on a single Q, and that's only about a third of his combo. Not even using his ultimate. Like, I have to admit, I'm surprised that Ruin Kings are just A-ramming. Surely at this point you would want.
Yeah, they're getting the Victor bot side, so they are 4-1 split in, but.
And Victor does have a very strong split push, particularly when I'm assuming Hans will probably next item go Lichbane. Game has been paused. Do we know who has been?
Yes, so John's jungle is having some internet issues, I believe, so they are resetting the PC to try and figure that situation out. Obviously, we will not have the same length of pause as they do because we have the spectator delay, so it's going to be not so even if it's going to be a longer pause, our time is going to be shorter. Also, just look at this, right? Like, look at this pause, look at the Victor queue.
Yep.
And that's just the first part.
Yeah, the first prog. Oh, no wonder Davis is not having a fun time. I mean, when a single queue is doing that much, and it's on a very low cooldown. It's on, at this point, probably maybe like 5 seconds. You know, that is coming at you 6. Every 5 seconds. And Hans has shown he is able to land those all the time. It's it's not a point and click, but he's making it look like a point and click ability.
Yep.
And is there any way for Invictus to overcome the staying power of the Mundo and the damage that is now coming out of the Victor and actually the Senna? The Senna is doing a lot with that Kraken Slayer as well.
I know I flamed the pick before, but I think because of the Lulu, no. The Lulu provides so much shielding and the power up from the ult as well. Then you've got the Senna healing. I think this game is so difficult for Invictus to like any contest now. You're look at the gold difference. You're looking essentially at a 9,000 gold lead 18 minutes into the game. And also, if you look on the minimap, you've got Galungulate trying to get that wave topside just because his GP is very good, but he's so far behind. He's trying to get any CS that he can. But now that will create a push in mid lane because now there's only 2 people mid. Look at it, right? They're using the Karthus to match with the Tristana for Victor, and then there's only 2 people with MF and Leona defending that 4-man push in mid. So they're going to threaten that inhib because there's no turret there. And even that 2v1 bot side, Vince can turn that. His Victor ult does way too much damage. He can turn this as well.
Yeah, it has now been unpaused. And so Davis will just try and clear as best as possible. I mean, yeah, this is a really difficult situation to be in. I mean, Luke Caruana is just unstoppable right now.
Yeah.
And Baron is up in 40 seconds. Can they contest? Can Invictus contest? They obviously have huge teamfight ultimates. But the thing is that when your Misfortune is so far behind, that like Mundo doesn't care. At this point, the Mundo can sit through the whole of the Misfortune ult channel and will not care, even with Executioner's calling.
Yeah, I wonder how much damage he would even take.
Probably half a health bar, but he'll heal that up, so it doesn't matter. And I mean, Feb is now he has the rapid fire cannon, so he's sitting back. Look at the range. This is what I'm saying. The range.
Wait, let me actually check. How many souls is he on? Okay. That's a lot lower than I thought, but then again, it's only a 20-minute game.
And you also have to remember, look at Tabis getting absolutely just chunked out there.
You know the game state is fucked when you see 4 people taking a Baron and the other person who's split pushing also is getting the advantage. So they're basically they're having their cake and eating it as well.
Karthus finally finding them on the Baron, but it's Karthus. Like,
he has no CC. Below.
He can do a lot of damage. Captain might actually... Oh, no, but there we go. The shielding. He has to try and flash in for that. He will pick up one, but... And Luke Caruana not going to go down, I don't think. Yeah, the Senna ult, the Senna shielding, the Lulu Wild Growth. Hans is looking. Yeah, okay, he has the Baron buff. Galungulate in trouble. Galungulate goes down. The combo from Hans is insane. Look how much damage he does. That is absolutely insane. Enix in trouble as well because Luke Caruana is he's Mundo. He does not care. He's now going to look for Dabis. Look how fast he is as well, and Dabis has nowhere to go. He gets headbutted down. That's a triple kill. Hans leaves the kill for the Mundo. This is... I don't think they can quite end, but this will be the bot lane turret and possibly inhib and the mid inhib as well.
It should be double inhib here.
They do have it. They do have Baron buff minions as well, so they might try and end. I think the sensible option would be just to go and they go.
It just depends on how aggressive they are. They can push it, but I think they just get these 2 inhibs.
I'd rather see them look for Dragon. I don't think they can get that inhib. They're so strong right now. If they just start Dragon, Invictus have nothing. Yep. The Misfortune isn't level 11. So the ult just doesn't deal enough damage.
And again, look at the gold they're sitting on, right? Like Victor is legitimately sitting on 3,000 gold. Mundo is sitting on 3,000 gold. So they just take this Drake, reset, buy a full item. Oh my god.
Jinx, but wow, that is now you see me, now you don't. Hans just completely we didn't even see Ozonox there. He was just dead. And despite how well he played the early game to get those, he got, I think it was 5 and 2 at one point. but he just can't do anything at this point. He has does not have enough damage against the Mundo, and gets one shot, as we just saw, by Hans's Victor. That is amazing. 19-6. We are up 12k, 12.5k gold difference now. Wow.
Oh, wait, they cancelled it.
The ulting Dabis, he has W, but Feb is on the hunt. The range from rapid fire cannon. Dabis has to ult, but he doesn't have W. He's going to get caught. There's nothing he can do. He's going to try and do as much damage to Feb. He nearly goes down, but the shielding. He does go down to Galungulate's cannon barrage. The Gangplank does manage to pick up one. I just think maybe Ruin Kings didn't quite realize that, he's not fed at all. Dabis isn't fed, but he still has a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, especially when he gets that. I think it's an E, right? Where he can
the bomb charge.
I mean, they don't care. At the end of the day, it wasn't even a shutdown. Like, the Senna didn't even sit on a shutdown. They now have him mid lane pushing with the super minions. And they are going to threaten this here.
Look how much... I mean, that's a full Rabadons as well. Like for the Victor. He's sitting on both carries, essentially, for Ruin Kings, the Mundo and the Victor are the carries this game. They are sitting on 700 gold shutdowns. And look at the damage. That was a single Q, and that chunked Galungulate for, 2/3 of his health? I mean, that is ridiculous. I think we're probably going to see the end of the game relatively soon. There'll probably be a team fight, and unless the Invictus can summon something, I don't know what they can summon, but I mean, the Invictus are looking like they're going to turtle their way as long as possible.
Yeah, they do have very good... Oh my god!
Oh, Dabis! I don't think Dabis realised what he was doing there, and Galungulate is trying his best to stay alive. I don't think he's going to be able to. He goes down. There's a double kill for Hans. Misfortune does pick up one. Hans is going to pick up another. That's a triple kill. Is he going to flash? He's going to flash forwards for Ozinox. He's looking. He gets the quadra kill. Does he get the penta? The penta is stolen by the goddamn Lulu. MDib, the cheeky bugger that he is.
MDib, motherfucker.
2-0-15 steals the penta. Things you hate to see. Oh, that is brutal.